Geeky the Tango.
Hey, what is up guys? GTT here, Geeky the Tango, coming at you with a Transformers Power of the Primes Prime Master Vector Prime. If anyone remembers Vector Prime and his ceremonious departure from Transformers Cybertron, I hope you don't get too emotional, but Vector Prime is the leader of the Prime Masters for the Autobots. And this new toy line with the Power of the Primes is kind of the evolution of the Titans Return gimmicks from the past couple of years. These guys, instead of turning into heads, all have certain abilities. They turn into these, Power Master pieces that can plug into your different Transformers. And, this one has the power of time travel, where other ones have others. And then they go into actually their pretender shells, and here we have Metalhawk. So if you watch G1 Transformers, you're familiar with these guys, and also the shells themselves transform into weapons. So I guess we have Target Master gimmicks worked into here as well. So pretty cool stuff. Here's a look at the pieces out of the package. You can see you have the Prime Master, you have this piece of the cannon. We'll look at that in a moment, but here's the pretender shell, or the exosuit as I like to call it. Some nice color and paint on this actually, for being how small that it is. And I don't know if you guys can see, but inside there's actually some detail and etching as well. So you got some articulation at the arms. Now let's take a look at this cannon piece that also comes with it. It's got a peg on the bottom, so you can actually use this for both the exosuit to wear and also to use as a weapon. So here it is holding it. And here it is attached to the back of the pretender shell. And here is Vector Prime. On his back, where with the Titan Masters you saw faces and heads, here we have a symbol for his power. And you can see the dimensions and the way that these guys articulate, very similar to the Titans Return Titan Masters. The head swivels. The arm can come up and come out, if I can just pry these guys. There we go. And also you have movement at the knee joint, which is actually a little bit loose on this guy, and also the hips, so you can move them into a seated position. Let's get him into his pretender shell here. Some of the detail in there, trying to show you guys in the different light. There we go. Pretty cool stuff. Vector Prime's in there snug. And now Vector Prime's face is what you see in the Metalhawk shell. Very cool. Here he is with some heavy firepower. I think this guy looks awesome, honestly. In our household, usually smaller things like this are cooler because you can take them with you a lot of places. You could be at the doctor's office, you could be wherever, and playing with your little Transformers figures, so I'm sure this guy will get a lot of play. Here we're pretending that he has a jetpack. So unintended, probably, but a cool way that you could pretend and play with it. We'll get Vector Prime out of there. Transform his Pretender shell. So you flip up the cannon and it covers the head. And here you see there's a seat here where Vector Prime can sit or plug in. But I like to think that in addition to the weapon form, he can also use this as his own little vehicle. So maybe it flies, maybe it hovers, but here he is driving it with a cannon in the front. And you can fold him over so that you see his time travel power here. And then you can pull the handle down so that you can actually plug this right into the hands of some of your other larger Transformers. Use this as a weapon. Actually looks pretty cool. You can also move the hands and the arms into different positions if you'd like to have a different look to your weapon. Here we kind of have a three-pronged laser. That looks pretty cool. Maybe even set it down this way, make it a tripod or something. Actually, that's 4. Quad pod. I don't know. A standing cannon of some kind. Help me out, guys. So let's get Vector Prime back into his Pretender shell, his exosuit. And guys, I think that these are very cool. This little dude can be riding in a vehicle or in his exosuit, come out of his exosuit, hold a huge cannon, turn into a huge cannon, be part of another Transformer as a piece of weaponry, can plug in as a Power Master. I think the customizing and the ability to do so many different things is really one of the high points for this new line. And of course, in this house, being small and portable, it gives you big points. So this is going to be a favorite, I'm sure. So highly recommend these guys. Looking forward to showing you more that we have, and looking forward to seeing what else comes out of this line.